everyone, and welcome back to my channel, DB Designs and Sewing Australia. My name's Deb and this will be my third video, and I'm just want to quickly show you the things I've made this week before I unbox my Dahlia Society bespoke box called The Secret Garden. So I am wearing the Jenna blouse by Vicky Sews. Now this is actually quite a good sew. I will insert some photos. It's quite low cut. I think I'm choosing a too big a size in the Vicky Sews patterns. Not really sure how their sizing works, but this is in a slightly stretchable satin that I had in my stash. So I thought I'd try this blouse out with this pattern. And I must say the Vicky Sew patterns have very extensive instructions, and I actually had the buttons professionally covered by a shop in Hyatt called Button Mania, because I made two separate blouses. I've made another blouse from Vicky Sews, which I'll show you another day, and they all had covered buttons, and the covered buttons in the other blouse are really quite small and quite fiddly. So I go to the shop in Hyatt called Button Mania, and they cover your buttons for you. It's a great shop, and they also find buttons in very odd colours. If you are ever looking for some buttons and you can't find anything that matches what you've got. And I actually posted them, my fabric and the instructions, and then I just popped in and picked it up, and that's a really good service they have. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is show you some of the things that I made this week. The first one is the little geranium dress. I showed you this last week when it was only just cut out, and it's turned out it's really a cute dress. And on the inside, I don't stitch in the ditch for little tiny dresses like that. This is really all just that lining is just hand stitched in. Doesn't take very long at all. It's a really cute dress for my youngest granddaughter. And I've also got a bandana bib to match that dress. And I've put a stud on the back there. And I've also, it's a double-sided bib. And on the other side, we've got, it's Peter Rabbit, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle pattern fabric. It's just a craft, you know, a quilting fabric. And it just makes a really cute bib, although I think this bib's just about as big as the dress. The other bib I made was the fabric that I bought in Tasmania, and this is an Australiana theme. And so that's the other side of it. So you can wear it on either side, and it has got a flannelette lining in between. The next thing that I got made up was the mini ringer Rio t-shirt for my 18-month-old grandson. And that's actually a really nice, so this is a really nice t-shirt. It's quite a boxy t-shirt. It's not slim fitting at all. I've made this t-shirt before in a bigger size for my older grandson, but it's just a really nice sew, and this is a lovely fabric from Spotlight. The next thing is the laundry day tee. Remember, I was making the girls' dresses, so I've made two of these dresses. This is the laundry day, it's called laundry day tee, but it's a laundry day dress. And I mean, I've got some of these dresses too, because they do make them in adult size. And so I've got two of those in size 4. And this is the scrunchie I showed you last week with the extra little elastic that I threaded through. And so that worked out really nice. This is a really nice fabric. There's the two pairs of undies. And I did sew some little charms onto the undies for them. So one's got a flower on it and one's got a bumblebee on it. And that's actually a really good pattern, those wicked fabric undies. And this is a doll's dress that matches the laundry day tea dress. So this also comes from Love Notions, And it's really just you're just stitching around the neckline, stitching around the sleeves, and it's got Velcro at the back. When I made it, I actually hadn't cut the back open, and I thought you could probably easily get this over the doll's head, but then you're going to have to help smaller children be able to put clothes on the doll instead of just being able to unvelcro it and put it on the dolls themselves. So if you want to save yourself the trouble of doing that, or them asking Dad, have you ever seen Dad trying to put tights on a Barbie? That's really not a good look. And this one is the pattern that I had not used before, and this is the Izzy Kids knit dress by Style Arc. This was a really fast sew up. I actually ended up doing a little band on the cuff. When you didn't have to, you could just turn that cuff up. I haven't put any labels or tags on this, and I haven't hemmed it yet because I just popped into Spotlight today and got some matching thread. But it's actually a very nice dress. Looks very long for a size 4. So that's something else I'd made. And the final make I had in the last few days was a nightie for myself. Now this is based on the blank t-shirt by Blank Slate Patterns. And this is such a lovely fabric, and I thought I'm going to use this. It was in my stash, and it sews up so well. And when you look at the top stitching you can get on that, it's actually just a really lovely sew. And I just did a cover stitch for the hem and for the edges of the sleeves, but it's a very soft, very nice fabric. I think I bought this fabric from Spotlight a few years ago, and I just thought, oh, I'm just going to turn it into a nightie. Okay, now for the best thing. Yesterday I received my bespoke box from the Dahlia Society, and the theme is The Secret Garden. Now I have already opened the box. I haven't looked right through it because I had ordered some other things, and Kristen very kindly held my order for me because she was getting some more Mariflex thread in, and I wanted some more colours, and so she held the box for a couple of days for me until that thread came in, which was lovely of her. So I really appreciate that. So here's my box. So the first thing we've got is this beautiful card, and it reads, "And the secret garden bloomed and bloomed, and every morning revealed new miracles." Isn't that lovely? And then there's another verse on the other side too, and it says, "If you look the right way, you can see that the whole world is a garden." They mightn't think that about my backyard, but anyway. And I've also got a lovely label. And the label says, "Slow fashion, ethically made." So that's lovely. I can see so many exciting things in here. Oh, look, a beautiful coaster. I'll be able to put that in here. I actually don't have a coaster in here. I don't usually eat or drink tea or coffee in here very much. I have a water bottle, but not much, but some of the time I do, so that'll be very handy. And mountain granola, handcrafted in the Blue Mountains. It's something actually I eat all of the time with yogurt and blueberries. Have that most mornings for breakfast, so that will be lovely. It's very nice. And an iron-on motif, which looks like it's a hummingbird. That'll be very handy. Might have some plain jackets I could iron that onto. Something else in this very special little bag. Oh, and because it's a secret garden, I've got some petunia seeds. I've actually got an old wheelbarrow that I was going to put some lining in the bottom of and plant some seeds in it. So that might be very handy for that. Oh, and some thread. Looks like the fabric's going to be a green colour. And a tea bag. It's called Chelsea Garden White Tea with Flavouring. Oh, it's rose flavouring. If you've ever had white rose tea, it's absolutely beautiful. And a little lolly. Wow, that'll be lovely. What else have we got? Oh, and some marshmallow hand cream by Moore. Let's open this. Oh, it smells gorgeous. Actually, I could do with some hand cream in my sewing room because your hands actually get quite dry handling fabric all the time. Oh, this smells lovely. Got a very musk smell. And here's my fabric, and I have not opened it yet. So let's have a look. It's in here. It's all packaged up so beautifully. It's like getting a gorgeous gift in the mail. Oh, wow. Oh, Kristen, this is just packaged up so lovely with the tissue paper in between the layers of fabric. Look at that. Look at that fabric. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow, look at the colours in that. That's going to have to be a dress. I don't know what dress yet. Any suggestions? I would be very grateful for. So, oh, actually you can see that lovely quilt behind me on the wall. My eldest sister made me that for a present, and it's called the Geisha Girl, I think. It's got geishas on it. So that's just one of my things in this sewing room. I will do a sewing room tour eventually, but in Melbourne, we've got the next 2 days of public holidays, so I'll be able to get stuck into that coat, and I wanted to take photos along the way to let you know how I go with it, because it does look like quite an unusual sew. So I'm going to be doing that over the next 2 days. A big shout out to Hayley from Hay Meadow, who got me a lot more subscribers, which I'm very grateful for. Thank you, Hayley. And you need to go over and watch her channel. She's absolutely hilarious. And a big thank you to Kristen for such a beautiful bespoke box, The Secret Garden. It is a book that I read when I was probably 11 or 12. And it's a fabulous book. There's also a film based on the Secret Garden book. So that's all for today, and I will see you hopefully in 2 days' time with a coat that is practically finished. Bye.